In the quiet streets of Rameswaram, where the ocean meets the temple bells, a little boy delivered newspapers at dawn. No name, no privilege, just a dream to touch the sky. This is the story of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the boy who became India's missile man, and then India's most loved president. Early life, a humble beginning. Born on the 15th of October 1931 in a small coastal town in Tamil Nadu, father, a boat owner, mother, a housewife. The family wasn't rich. Sometimes there was no money for books, but his parents filled his life with something far more powerful: values, honesty, hard work, faith. He worked as a newspaper boy to support his education, yet never stopped dreaming. The turning point, a teacher who saw light. One day in school, his science teacher, Siva Subramania Iyer, showed his students how birds fly. Kalam watched, mesmerized. The teacher looked at him and said, "Kalam, someday you will build machines that can fly." That single sentence became the compass of his life. The struggle, rejections, failures, and fire. Within, Kalam applied to the Indian Air Force. He reached the final round. He stood among the top candidates, but only 8 were selected. Kalam stood at rank 9, rejected. He walked alone in the hills of Rishikesh, heartbroken, until a monk told him, "Your destiny is not to fly planes, but to build something much bigger for your nation." He returned with a fire inside. ISRO, the rise of a visionary. 1960s. India had no money, no advanced labs, nothing, but it had Kalam. He joined ISRO and, with a small team of dreamers, launched India's first satellite, SLV-3, in 1980. No fancy equipment, no giant buildings, just rockets transported on bicycles and bullock carts. When SLV-3 finally took off, India took off with it. Missile Man of India, Agni and Prithvi. Kalam became the architect of India's missile program. Prithvi Agni tactical missiles, defense research, national security. Each project was a step towards India standing tall. The world began calling him the Missile Man of India. Pokhran-II, the power of silence. India conducted nuclear tests in complete secrecy. The mastermind? Dr. Kalam. The desert shook. The world turned to look at India. And Kalam stood silently, not celebrating power, but praying for peace. He said, "Strength respects strength." People's president, a leader loved by all. In 2002, he became the 11th president of India. But he wasn't a typical president. He met children more than politicians. He carried books more than speeches. He signed autographs more than files. To millions of Indians, he became APJ Abdul Kalam Sir, a mentor, a guide, a guardian. The final moment, dying while inspiring. 27th July 2015, Shillong. He was giving a lecture to students. He spoke about dreams, about science, about India. Mid-sentence, he collapsed. He died doing what he loved most, teaching. A life that began in poverty ended as a national treasure. Legacy, a light that never goes out. Today, Kalam Memorial in Rameswaram. His books, Wings of Fire, ignited minds. Hundreds of scholarships. Thousands of scientists inspired by him. Millions of kids dreaming because of him. He left behind no money, no property, no heirs, only dreams, and a message: dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, thoughts into actions. He had no crown, no royal blood, no army, but he had a dream, and that dream changed India. This was Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the president who lived like a teacher, and the scientist who lived like a saint. Tell us in the comments what about Kalam Sir inspires you the most. Subscribe to Era Uncover, because every era tells a story.